Hi, and welcome to episode 2 of Vintagerous Showcase. Tonight, we're going to look at ephemera, so all things paper, and it's mostly postcards. I've got a letter I want to show you, and some cigarette cards and so on. So I want to just share some of the goodies that I found, pardon me, in my Etsy death pile that I was like, wow, when I added up the value, it was over $1,000 if you include my research project. And that's just the surface. That's just scratching the surface of the collection of ephemera that I have to share with you over time. We'll do one episode now, and maybe we'll do another one a little bit later on. But I do hope you'll join me for this. And those in the premiere, thank you for watching along with us. And let me know, what you think. Which piece of ephemera do you think is the most valuable? Without looking at my Etsy store, what do you think is the most valuable? Put that in the comments before you go check out my Etsy store. I'd be curious to see if you're right at your guesses, right? But some really different pieces that I found today. I tried to pull ones that are a little bit unusual, a little bit special, just to sort of get you enthused about ephemera, right? Okay. So where should we start? Well, let's start with this one. And it's hard to read because it's red ink, but it says Plymouth at the top there and St. Andrew's Cross. So it's a church in near Exeter, England, sort of in the southwest. Church with a super long history. I mean, what church in England doesn't have a super long history, right? But there's something really different and really unique about this card. Can you tell? Can you see? Look at the moon there. You see anything kind of different about that? Maybe if I put a light behind it, you'll understand. Let's see. Do you see what happens? This is what's called a hold to the light card. Isn't that neat? So it's kind of got then sort of two layers to it, although it's super thin. You wouldn't know it, right? And this is a new old stock, so it hasn't been written on. Isn't that fun? So it's two layers and so that you can see the light through. And there's some really neat hold to the light cards. If you look into this and start seeing it, this one isn't too expensive. Some of them can go up over $100 easily, especially ones that are, a beautiful scene of a woman or something like that. So yeah, hold to the light. That's called a hold to the light postcard. So I thought I'd show you that one first. And then I found this one. Look at this one. Don't know why I'm whispering, but so this is a very special one. This one would have been sent to a war bride in, the First World War, I believe it is. Yeah, World War I. But what's really neat about this is it's got a little flap, and then inside the flap there's another little note card that says "Love and Kisses." See that? Love and Kisses. Now it has come a bit unglued at the bottom here, and I haven't glued it back because I figured the person that purchases this can decide whether they want to do that or just put it in the album as is. It's a really neat, but it's really sweet the way, it has that little pocket and the little flap with do you see all the flags? Now this is new old stock. It looks like it was in a scrapbook or something. So that's why I haven't priced it very high because it's kind of got some damage to it. But super interesting, very neat, beautiful little card. That's the second one. So then let's go something completely different. Let's go in another direction. How about a political one? So I found this one, JFK. So John F. Kennedy for president in November the 8th, 1960. So this is a campaign postcard for John F. Kennedy. Fun, hey? So anything to do with John F. Kennedy is super, super highly collectible. Too bad he didn't sign the back, hey? That would be even better. But still really collectible. Super, super collectible. All right. Ready for something really different now? I keep saying that. Really different? Okay. So this one is what's called a mechanical postcard. So what it says there, it says, may happiness throw light on your path. May happiness throw light on your path. And it's Merry Christmas. So there's a Merry Christmas here at the bottom. It's a bit hard to see even with a naked eye here because it's, it's metallic print on top of that. Let me just show you close up. But here's the cool part about this card. So it's got this wheel. Oh, really fun mechanical postcard. So mechanical postcards can be different kinds. I mean, this one, is a wheel, and it's separating a little bit here. So, but it's, so wheels, one way it can become a mechanical postcard, but it could also be like a pull tab, though you've probably seen ones that are pull tabs as well. But I just think this one is really, really special, really different. Appeals to anybody who's a lighthouse collector, Christmas card collector, right? Postcard collector in general. All right. How about, again, something around in a different direction? And that's this baby. Now, it says on the bottom there, you just can't win. Cute. Oh, my goodness. You just can't win. But here's what's really cute. He squeaks. He's a squeaker. And he's, again, new old stock. Interesting, right? Had you ever seen a squeaker card before? Fun, right? Again, super fun. And you can find these. Now, that's probably from the 30s, 40s, something like that. Really different, right? Really different. Okay, how about something even a bit odder too? So this is a leather postcard. This has been printed on leather. May all your troubles be little ones on your on your next birthday. And then it's been nice calligraphy there. What's also really cool on this one is the postmarks. Look how clear those postmarks are from Buffalo, New York, and Harrisburg, PA, from 1902. Isn't that neat? These are, are from the early 1900s. Then I found this. So this is a letter. And right away, it piqued my curiosity because it says there, Canadian YMCA. And the postmark is, it says field. I can see the word field. So I'm thinking, that's interesting. But then I looked at the back of it. Look at the back of it. So it says from Lieutenant, I think that says D.W. Grant. And it's from the orderly room of the Canadian, what does it say? Canadian Machine Gun, I think it's relation or something, unit. So it's from the war. And then I opened up the letter, and it's 3 pages, all on letterhead. And look at the letterhead. Isn't that cool? So it's a letter to Shirley from Dawn. So I guess it's D.W. Grant from Dawn. And it's a letter on letterhead that says Officers Mess, 1 Canadian reinforcement unit. Okay, 1 Canadian reinforcement unit from 1942. And so I looked into this a little bit. It said, so the war ended in 1949, right? So so this was written in 42. So right in the sort of, middle of the war. And the Canadian Machine Gun Reinforcement Unit, it became the Canadian Infantry Division Reinforcement Unit, and then the Canadian Infantry Depot Battalion. So this was sort of the very first time this kind of this unit's name was in place. And from what I understand, it was a unit that kind of managed the machine guns. So, but it's a really interesting letter because it talks about his experience and what's going on, right? So it's a little snippet into his world in 1942. So how amazing is that, right? So that's up on going to be up on my Etsy store. So I want to show you some cigarette cards too. So I have a one that's an airplane sort of set. And this one's kind of neat. It feels almost like it's on like watercolor paper. So there you can see Player Cigarettes. And this is a biplane. And then on the back, what's always cool about these cards, oops, let's get it right set up. What's cool about these cards is it then gives you a description of the plane and, you know, what number this card is in the series. So this was a series of 50 cards, and I've got all 50. So, you know, I'll keep them in these sleeves because they, you know, protects them because they're quite fragile, right? They're small and can easily get bent, and of course, you know, condition is everything, and these are in really, really good condition. So that's a cool set that I found. And as I said, I have the full set. Then I have the full set of these ones as well. And these are butterfly ones. Look at these. And again, it's Player Cigarettes. And so again, so it shows the butterfly. And then on the back, it gives you a really good description of the butterfly. Really fun. And look at them. You know, you can see that page. And then this page. So this is a set of 50, right, of them that I've got. Really neat. And these are those really good, you know, collectors pages that I've put them in as well. And then, so these are what's called candy cards. And these are cats, obviously. It's called the Cowan's Noted Cats. Now, Cowan was a chocolate manufacturer. I'll show you a up close of one of these cards too. So there is, there's this card. Let me go right up close so you can see here. This is Othello, the Black Persian. And then on the back, it kind of tells you a little story about Othello and what his story is. And so it says, at the time this painting was made, so this is a picture of a painting, Othello was 3 years old. It goes on from there. Really neat though, right? So these are super, super valuable because they're so rare. They're hard to find. This one I have almost a full set. I'm missing one card, just one card in the whole series. So, you know, this one, you know, is a pretty good one as well. And that's up on my Etsy store. So have you figured out what's the most valuable piece yet? Have you figured it out? Let me know in the premiere if you're watching. If you figured it out, let me know. Oh, because I'll make these things go live right after on my Etsy store, right after the premiere. So you have a bit of time to tell me what you think. So then the last piece is this really interesting postcard that I thought maybe you'd like to help me research. So it's a real, what's called a real photo postcard. You can tell there, and it's an old one, right? It's been postmarked. Okay, and so it's from 1909. You can't really read much of the postmark. Something looks like E.D. Way. That's about as much as I can make out of it, but I can make out the date of 1909. But it's just such a really interesting, different image. What do you think this is going on here? Do you think that this could maybe be a play or something? I don't know, like that looks like the black fellow with the, with the top hat. He looks almost like he's dressed up or something. I don't know. It's interesting. What do you think? Got any ideas? Maybe you know your Victorian history better than I do and can tell me what you think about this. So let me know in the premiere. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I really do appreciate you spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really loving these, and I'm definitely going to do more. So stay tuned for the next Vintagerous showcase to see what goodies I'm going to uncover in my Etsy death pile so I can get them listed. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you like this, give me the good old thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm getting close to 1,000, and we're going to party when that happens. But also too, that it lets you know when I put something new up because a lot's going on. So thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate your time. You know I love you. Bye now.